Okay, so now let's create our tab component. So we're going to go down here and go View, Component, Tab. So we're going to give it a template of template tab. And then we're going to also create a script X template here. So script type X template ID template tab. And then inside here, we're going to say div tab content goes here. Now let's see what happens. Refresh the page, and there you go, tab content goes here. So it shows 4 times. Now this is just text from the other one, so let's go back to our PHP storm, to our text editor, and we're going to delete this one here. If we go back, we should just see it, whoops, we should just see it 4 times. And then here, to show everything inside, we're going to once again go slot. Then refresh the page, and there you go, we have all the content inside. So now if we go to Vue DevTools, and then now I want you to, if you haven't already, I want you to go download Vue DevTools. It's a great plugin. It's available on Chrome extensions, so Google Chrome extension Vue DevTools and download it. And also, if you're running a file just on your HTML, you want to make sure you have some sort of server running your Vue.js containing file. I understand that Vue.js is only a JavaScript file, but does compile its code when it's rendering the instances. Now, if you want to know exactly what that means, just Google it. I don't know the exact meanings of it, but if you run the file as is, like a normal HTML file, just double clicking on it without a server running, Vue.js, the Vue DevTools will not be able to register. The Vue.js will still work and instances will still be created and it will be working on the page, but you won't be able to use Vue DevTools. So to do that, make sure you have some sort of Apache server running or XAMPP or WAMP server running so that you can actually use the Vue DevTools while you're programming in Vue.js. And I have a local machine server running on practice.com. Of course, I don't own the domain name practice.com. This is what I just set up on my local machine, so that's why I'm using XAMPP, but you can use whatever Apache running software that you would like to use. So that's just a quick point. And what we have here is we have basically you can find out what components it has, and we can have tabs here, and if we go tabs, we have 4 tabs underneath it. So if we go, if we click on this one, it's saying this tab has a variable of VM0. If we click on this one, it has a VM0 variable of VM0, and if we click on root, it makes the root have a variable of JavaScript variable of VM0. So I'm going to click on tabs because that's the one I want to just show you something in. And if we go back to our consoles and we type in VM0 and we go with children, we have 4 components. So if we click on one of these, it just has information about the components. So what we want to do is we want to actually count how many subcomponents are and create a nav item for each component in the navigation menu bar. So to do that, we have to first count how many components there are. So to do that, we go to tabs, and we're going to say data return and nav items array for our navigation item menus, and then we're going to create an array just like that. And if we go back and we refresh the page, go to view, tabs, it has a nav item array, but there's nothing registered inside it. So basically what we have to do is we have to put the children element inside this array. So we're going to say once the Vue.js script test mounted, so that means it's ready to be used, we're going to say this nav items array is going to equal to this children. Now if we go back, refresh the page, and we click on tabs, we have our nav items array with 4 items registered. Now we have to create a tab name. We have to create a name for the tab, because if we want to go back here, we want to say where the navigation goes here. We're just going to delete that. We're going to say ul list a, and we're using a navigation bar that's scaffolded based on how Bootstrap makes navigation bars, because that's the navigation styling that we're going to use. So that's why I'm doing it in this specific order. So we're going to go ul li a, and we want to create something like for every item in nav items array, menu item in nav items array, we want to say something like menu item dot name, something like that. So to do that, we have to actually give it a property of name. So how we do that is we go to tab, and we go down here and say we create a property, so props, and go name, and required is true. So name has to be entered in. So now if we go back here, if we go back to our browser, refresh the page, we should have a console error saying menu item is not defined and name undefined. So we have to define both those things. So let's go back here and let's say tab name is equal to, let's say, we're just going to name it tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, but say tab 1, but you can name your tabs any way you like. So name tab Jeffrey, let's go Taylor Otwell. Taylor Otwell, he's the developer of Laravel, awesome guy. Name Laravel and Vue.js. Then last one, let's say name Optimus Prime. If you go back here, refresh the page, error when rendering tabs component. So cannot read property name of undefined, and menu item is not defined. Okay, so if we go back here, menu item is not defined, and this has to be v4. So v4 menu item in menu nav items array. So let's go back here and refresh the page, and there we go. We have tab 1, Taylor Otwell, Laravel, and Optimus Prime. But we actually want to create this v4 on the list so that we have it on each list item. So we just copy and paste that here, back here, go back, and there you go. We have each list item using Vue.js. So next, in the next lecture, we're going to style this a little bit so it actually looks like a menu navigation bar from Bootstrap. So let's do that in our next lecture.